How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? As you get ready to listen to this upcoming episode from the Playmakers Blog podcast, I just want to let you know that you too can get into the podcast journey. It's very simple, it's very easy. All you got to do is jump on Anchor, the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. It is 100% free and easy to use. And even with Anchor, you can get great sponsors who want to advertise your podcast. That means you can get paid for your podcast right away from Jump Street. So, in fact, reading this ad is what I'm doing right now. So, if you had the time, if you had the will and determination and the dream to be a podcaster, what you waiting for? Jump on it. Anchor is the way to go. You ready? I'm ready. The Playmakers Bar Podcast present Hoops Talk, hosted by Darnell the Playmaker Salins. NBA, college basketball, playoffs, March Madness. No matter what, we talking hoops, man. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it is Monday. It is June 7th. Yes, it's a Monday. And you hear my voice because if you read my post over social media of yesterday, I told y'all I was coming to do an episode today. And this is your boy, Don at the Playmaker Sound, bringing you a special Monday's edition of Hoops Talk. You already know the brand, Playmakers Bar Podcast. Hoops Talk feels good. I had to bring a Monday's edition because work schedule's kind of changing, so I had to find a way to give the people their content. I wasn't satisfied waiting until Tuesday. Plus, I have to work in the morning, so I decided to move it up a day. And then, you know what? I'm gonna do another episode Thursday. I gotta give y'all 2 episodes a week. I have to stay consistent. So today, on this beautiful Monday morning, June 17th, 2021, June 7th, 2021, we are going to recap the East semis, because both games have played game 1 so far. We will look forward to the West semis that we'll be getting tonight. And we do need to recap the game 7, don't we? Yeah, so we have some stuff to get into. But without further ado, let's just recap what took place over the weekend. Started on Saturday. Let's move to Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday, the Eastern Conference Semifinals kicked it off in Brooklyn, New York, where the Milwaukee Bucks, the 3 seed led by Giannis Antetokounmpo, took on the big 3 of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and the Brooklyn Nets. And a minute into the game, James Harden goes down. Dang. All right, already one key piece was already down. It's not good. Not good. But nevertheless, have no fear because they are called the Big 3 for a reason, because you still got the Big 2 now in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And these boys here made sure that they defended home court. With the 115-107 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets take a 1-0 series lead. In the winning effort, Kevin Durant had 29 points with 10 boards. Kyrie Irving had 29 points with 5 boards and 8 assists. Shout out to Blake Griffin, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Blake Griffin doing some work. Joe Harris, 19 points on the board. Man, what can I say? You know, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving combined for 58 points. You know, but you got Blake Griffin with 18, Joe Harris with 19. You know, that's what, 37 points right there. So they had some scoring attack. Now James Harden has a hamstring. I'll get more into that once I get ready to see preview game 2, because that does hurt. We'll have to see if James Harden will be able to play in game 2. Nope, they already said it right here. Got it from Malika Andrews of ESPN. James Harden is out with the right hamstring soreness for Game 2, so no James Harden tonight for the Brooklyn Nets. More on that as we get along to previewing the tonight and the next couple of days. But that was the kickoff the Eastern Conference Semifinals, and then the other series started up in Philly on yesterday afternoon 1 o'clock. Down in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as the top seed in the East, the Philadelphia 76ers hosted the 5th seed and one of the stars of the playoffs so far, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. And let's just say the Atlanta Hawks did something that they did in the last series, in which they won, by the way. I'm not saying they're going to win this series, but I'm just saying they get up to that same start. Just throwing that out there. 128-124, the Atlanta Hawks take home court advantage from the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid did play. Surprisingly, even though he has a small tear in his right meniscus, and he looked pretty good. He was moving kind of well, not completely 100%, you can tell, but he was moving pretty well. But Philadelphia, you got 39-9 from Joel Embiid, and you got 21 from Seth Curry. You got 20 and 10 from Tobias Harris. Thibault came out the bench and gave you 10. Ben Simmons gave you 17 and 10 assists. They looked like Philly. What happened? 35 from Trae Young with 10 assists. Bogdanovich gave you 21 points. John Collins gave you 21 points. Herder came off the bench and gave you 15. Capella only gave you 11 and 10. Capella, you got to do better. If Embiid is dropping 39 on you and you want to get an 11, you need to do something about that. But that boy Trae Young is killing it. Trae Young, 35 and 10. Pretty much canceled out Embiid, 39 and 9. He pretty much canceled that out. And then Bogdanovich canceled out Seth Curry, and John Collins took away Tobias Harris. Jeez. Curry took out Thibault. So, Philly threw at them. Atlanta matched or even did better. So, that's a 4-point win for the Atlanta Hawks. What can I say? Besides, Clint Capella ain't really doing much. You need more from him if the Hawks plan on winning this series. Danny Green, in 30 minutes, you only scoring 4 points. That's one slip up right there. Ben Simmons gave you 17. He hit all 7 of his shots. He was very efficient. I give him that. You might need to take a little bit more. You might need not be in the 10 range, Ben Simmons. You might need to take 3 more shots. You might need to take 10 shots a game in this one. Because Atlanta, they have scoring power, which is ridiculous. That team can score the ball. Danilo Gallinari came on and gave you 9. But those 9 can work. Lou Williams gave you 8, so that's 17 right there. And you add that 15 right there, that's 32 off the bench by itself. And then another guy came off the bench, gave you 2, so you got 34 points off your bench for your Atlanta. The 76ers, they only got 22 off the bench. So the bench outscored Philly by 12. So that's a 12-point difference in the favor of the Hawks. That's not good. That's not good. And the Philadelphia played a lot more people than Philly did. Let's then see what game 2 is going to look like. Hey, you got to play. You might want, if Doc Rivers, you might need to play George Hill a little bit more than 11 minutes, man, because you need to play the Dwight Howard more than 8 minutes. You're going to need to play the Dwight Howard more than 8 minutes. I'm just saying. Like, if Clint Capella cannot handle Embiid, you throw the Dwight in there, he really going to have some trouble because the Dwight Howard is strong as I don't know hell. Okay? So, hey, Atlanta took home court from Philly. We'll see what game 2 look like. And then we get to game 7. First off, let me say thank you, God, that this team won this series. Thank you, God, that a home team won a goddamn game. Cause Lord knows, if I would have came on here and the Clippers had lost this damn series, I don't know what I would have said. I really don't. Now, I did say Dallas was gonna win Game 6 on Pipe on Radio. Yes, I did say that. But I'm happy as hell they did. Cause damn, I want the Clippers to win. I wanted the Clippers to win so bad. Thank you, God. Oh, I am so happy and grateful now. This series is over. I'm so happy and grateful now. I don't have to crucify Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I'm so happy and grateful now. This series is over. My goodness, what a game. The Los Angeles Clippers won Game 7 at Staples, 126-111, over the Dallas Mavericks in Game 7. I feel bad for Luka, man. Luka dropped 46 points, 14 assists, and 7 boards. And your Nets highest player is Dorian Finney-Smith with 18 points and 10 boards. That is a 28-point drop from Luka and the second highest scoring person on Dallas. Luka dropped 46. And then Dorian Finney-Smith is the second highest scorer for the Mavericks. And he scored 18. 18. I mean, the difference in scoring is ridiculous for the Mavericks. I mean, Marjanovic, 14 points, 10 boards. Here's what Kristaps Porzingis. You played 43 minutes. Kristaps Porzingis. You played 43 minutes. And you only gave me 16 points. Now, I like the rebounds. 11 rebounds. I'm good with that. But you only gave me 16 points in 43 minutes. You shot 50% from the field, but you ain't hit a goddamn three. You ain't hit not one damn three. Boy, Dallas fans right here, they are killing Porzingis this morning. People on social media is killing Porzingis right now. I mean, because, dude, Luka played 2 minutes more than you, and he's at 46. And you only at... That is a 30-point difference, and you supposed to be the second best player on the map. But no, Dorian Finney-Smith was the second best player on the map in Game 7. The second best player on the map throughout the series was Tim Hardaway Jr. And 43 minutes, the same minutes he played with Porzingis, you only gave me 11 points. 5 from 14 shooting, 1 from 9 from 3. Where's the help for Luka Doncic? Where is it? I want to know. Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr. combined for 27 points. And they both played 43 minutes each. 27 points. 43 minutes each. Luka still got more points than both of y'all combined. This man is working his ass off this series, and y'all ain't helping him. What is up with that? Somebody tell me what is up with that. I pull for the Clippers, but I'm just saying. When you have a superstar like Luka Doncic who's doing what he's doing, and you don't give him the pieces to go with him, or the pieces that you gave him ain't stepping up, it's a problem in Mavs country. It's a problem for Mavs Nation. It's Game 7. Win or go home. Do or die. And your second and your third best player on the team gave you 27 points combined. And they both played 43 minutes. Only 2 minutes less than your superstar. And your superstar still outscored both of them by his damn self. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm sorry. It's a problem. The bench ain't do no better. Let's see. Clifford played, Powell played, Burke played, Brunson played, Richardson played. All these guys played off the Mavs bench. And the bench only gave you 6 points. The bench only gave you 6 points. That means Rick Carlisle had to stick with his starters for most of the game because the bench wasn't getting it done. Now, let me go to the Clippers now. Let's see what the Clippers have. Let's see. Kawhi Leonard, 28 points, 9 assists, 10 boards. Paul George, the other superstar on the team, 22 points, 10 assists, 6 boards. So they combined for 50 points, 19 assists, 16 rebounds. Kawhi played 42, Paul George played 43. Paul George didn't shoot the ball well. Hey, I mean, he really hasn't done, but they combined for 50 points. The Clippers scored 126. That means the supporting cast of the Los Angeles Clippers got you 76 points. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George only scored 50 of the 126. They barely outdid Luka by their damn self. But Luka has 46. Oh, the Mavs 111. 46 on the Mavs 111. That is a 65-point difference. So the supporting cast of the Dallas Mavericks scored 65 because Luka dropped 46. And the Clippers supporting cast outside of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard scored 76 points. So we going from 65 to 76. That is a 11-point difference. The Clippers won 126 to 111, which is 15. So we know 11 of them points came from supporting cast of the Clippers over the supporting cast of the Mavs. Let's see. Marcus Morris Sr., 23 points. He hit 7 threes. Nicholas Batum gave you 11. Reggie Jackson gave you 15. Terrence Mann came out the bench and gave you 13. Luke Kennard came out the bench and gave you 11. Rondo gave you 3, but he really didn't play that much. He only played 9 minutes. So, Terrence Mann and Luke Kennard gave you 24 points off the bench. The entire Dallas Mavericks gave you 6. 24, 6. Now you want to add 3 points from Rondo. That's 27 and 6. That is a 21-point difference off the bench. Luka needs help. But shout out to the Clippers. Thank you for winning this game series. I really do. I really need y'all to go ahead and win the West. You know, I got y'all going on. I got you going to the West. I think I got y'all going against Brooklyn. I think I got the Clippers winning the West. They're supposed to beat the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals and then play the Brooklyn Nets, and I think I got the Nets taking them out because they just got too much goddamn firepower. And I think that's what I did. But anyway, thank you for the Clippers winning. Thank you for the Clippers winning. Now we are set to preview the Western Conference Semis. Okay, that was the only game we had. But in doing so, Game 2 is tonight between the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. No James Harden, as I said earlier. What adjustment did Mike Budenholzer make? How does Giannis and the crew respond to this 8-point loss in Game 1? Will Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving get the help that they had in Game 1 from Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, who starts in the place of James Harden? Would it be the other James or would it be Shumpert? Who would it be? These are the questions to look forward to as you prepare for Game 2 tonight, which will be on TNT 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Be prepared. Game 2 should be interesting. I'm intrigued by this series. I think Milwaukee answers the call. I think they play better. Chris Middleton, you can't shoot 6 for 23, man. I'm just saying. If Milwaukee is gonna, even this series out and give Brooklyn a run for their money, Chris Middleton, you can't shoot 6 for 23 in the game. You know how terrible that is. That is 26%, sir. Chris Middleton, you can't shoot 26% from the field. You just can't do it. You can't. Drew Holiday did his thing. Brook Lopez tried to help. Like, Chris Middleton, you shooting 6 for 26, man? No. We need better from the second best player on the team. Drew Holiday is not the second best player on that team. It's Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is the all-star. Y'all brought in Drew Holiday, so Drew Holiday should be your third option. Chris Middleton, you need to still be the all-star. You still need to say to yourself, I am the second best player on this team. And play like it. Giannis is going against Kevin Durant. Okay? Giannis is going to do what he need to do. Or if you're going against Kevin Durant, you need to do what you need to do. I want to see Drew Holiday and Kyrie Irving go at it. This is what I want to see right there. I want to see Kyrie Irving versus Drew Holiday. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing in this whole series. It's Drew Holiday versus Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie Irving is the show, but Drew Holiday ain't no slouch. So I'm just saying. That's game 2. That's tonight, TNT, 7:30. And then we get to the beginning of the Western Conference Semifinals. Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Suns hosting the Denver Nuggets, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, TNT. It is the Joker versus Devin Booker. All right. Unfortunately, there's no Jamal Murray. But we got Michael Porter Jr. stepping in. And you got Chris Paul on the other side. This should be good to watch. You have the second seed versus the third seed. The Phoenix Suns, led by Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, took out the Los Angeles Clippers in 6, and Devin Booker had his mama mentality going on in Game 6 when he gave it to LeBron James and the Lakers. He let them know, hey, I'm in y'all building, and I'm sitting in y'all. I'm going to make y'all stay here. Y'all ain't going back to Phoenix. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I like seeing it. Now, here's what we got, though. You got MVP candidate, the Joker, who went 6 games against the Portland Trail Blazers and took them out on the road in Portland. That's as the Suns did. Went on the road to Staples Center and took out the defending champ Los Angeles Lakers. This is the first time since 2010 we will not see LeBron James or Steph Curry in the NBA Finals. 2010, a whole damn decade. You had to wait a whole damn decade without seeing neither one in the championship. That's pure dominance. It held a damn decade. They was going against each other. So that's one thing right there. Monte Morris will take on the challenge of guarding Chris Paul. The Joker will have to deal with DeAndre Ayton. Who sticks Devin Booker? That is my question. Looking at this. Who's guarding Devin Booker? What does Mike Malone have up his sleeve to combat what Devin Booker brings to the table? Jay Crowder, he's going to get Michael Porter Jr., but I like Jay Crowder. But, I mean, if Michael Porter Jr. is going to be who we all think he's going to be, he should dominate Jay Crowder. He should let Jay Crowder know, you're going to have to defend me everywhere on this damn court because I can shoot the 3. I can shoot the jump shot. I can go to the hole. So, Michael Porter Jr., all right. This is where we get to see if Michael Porter Jr. is going to take that next step for the Denver Nuggets. Can he whoop on Jay Crowder? If he can whoop on Jay Crowder, Michael Porter Jr. is taking that next step. If Jay Crowder give him the business, we're going to be disappointed in Michael Porter Jr. We know what York is going to do. We know what Devin Booker is going to do. We know what Chris Paul is going to do when healthy. We know this. Michael Porter Jr. This series right here is your calling card. Not the Portland series. No. Not the Portland series. You did what you're supposed to do in the Portland series. But no. If you can't handle Jay Crowder, my friend, or even Mikal Bridges, my friend, you ain't ready for the next step. This need to be the Michael Porter Jr. series right here. People need to walk away from this series and look at Michael Porter Jr. and say, that man's ready. Win or lose now. Win or lose, because there's other factors that can happen in the series. Win or lose, however, people need to look at Michael Porter Jr. and say, that boy's ready. That boy's ready. That's what we need to see from Michael Porter Jr. We need to look at him and say, oh yeah, he's ready. He's ready. So my eyes is on Michael Porter Jr. My eyes is definitely on Michael Porter Jr. This should be a good series, though. I'm thinking I'm taking the Suns in 7. I'm I'm gonna take the Phoenix Suns in 7. Whatever, Charles Barkley, whatever you wear, Steve Nash, you over there coaching the Brooklyn Nets, I know. Hey, I'm picking the Suns to get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm picking the Suns to get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm picking the Suns. I think, even though we got to watch out for how healthy Chris Paul is, I think he'll survive this series. I think he does. I'm looking at Phoenix to survive the series in Game 7. In Phoenix, by the way. In Phoenix. Game 1 tonight, 10 o'clock, TNT. It's your doubleheader. Tomorrow, Game 2 of the Philadelphia 76ers and Atlanta Hawks. Philly must win Game 2 to even this series up. Danny Green, you need to get me about 10 to 12 points, sir. Ben Simmons, you gotta give me 10. You gotta give me 10 shots. You gotta give me 10. You took 7 game 1. I need 3 more shots. I need you to get to that. I need you to hit 10 to 13 shots. Joel Embiid, continue doing what you're doing. Tobias Harris, continue doing what you're doing. Steph Curry, continue doing what you're doing. Other people need to step up. The Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young are a scoring bunch, as you found out in Game 1. Trae Young had 35, but Cousins came behind him with a 20-piece. Bogdanovich came behind him with a 20-piece. They have a scoring attack. And it's not all from one player. He's the face of the franchise, and he can do his damn thing. Like a mini Steph Curry. But they have a scoring attack. So, Philly, are you going to answer the call in Game 2 tonight at home? Will you head to the ATL tie 1-1, or are you going to go to the ATL down 2-0? Because if you're going to ATL down 2-0, I don't like your chances. So, Doc Rivers, well, Justin, you better make him. Because Nate McMillan, he ain't playing this go around. He had his chance with Indiana, and it didn't work out. He ain't playing with the Hawks now. He has a team that he's trying to do. Oh, yeah, and by the way, the guy who's making the decisions up there, the GM, he came from Golden State, so you kind of see, you see the Hawks and you see the Eastern version of the Golden State Warriors. Just to let you know. Just in case y'all forgot. The Atlanta Hawks is the East version of the Golden State Warriors right now. So, Philly, how you going to answer that? We're going to find out in Game 2 tomorrow on TNT, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow. Answer the call, Philly. Answer the call. And then that brings us to Game 1, Western Conference Semifinals. The venue, the place is Salt Lake City. The top seed in the NBA, the Utah Jazz, hosting the Los Angeles Clippers. This should be something interesting. Clippers versus Jazz. Now, how do we see this going? I don't know. I mean, what can we say? Donovan Mitchell. I said this on the podcast before. I ain't even posted it. I'm going to say it one more time. The Utah Jazz sacrificed the Game 1 to keep Donovan Mitchell out so he can get that extra day 2 or rest to get more healthy. Insert Donovan Mitchell in Game 2 and then forward. The Utah Jazz went through the Memphis Grizzlies. You don't believe me? Let me prove it to you. Remember now, Memphis won Game 1 because they held Donovan Mitchell out. They held Donovan Mitchell out on his lane. They held him out. So Memphis went on and win Game 1 in Utah, 112-109. Donovan Mitchell come back in Game 2. Jazz win 141-129. 12-point victory. Game 3 in Memphis, 121-111. 10-point victory. Game 4, 120-113. 7-point victory. Game 5, 126-117. 16-point victory. 3 of their 4 wins was in double figures. 3 of their 4 wins was in double figures. You insert Donovan Mitchell, and the Utah Jazz became a team you just can't beat. Just that fast for Memphis. Just that fast. Every time you looked up Donovan Mitchell, Bogdanovich, Joe Ingles, Jordan Clarkson, just throwing it out there. I'm just saying. You insert Donovan Mitchell, and these boys went in. These boys went in on Memphis. It is what it is, man. But tomorrow begins this Conference Semifinals in the West. Donovan Mitchell versus Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. In the regular season, the Jazz 28-14 in the West. Second behind them is the Clippers 27-15 in the West. So this is gonna be something interesting to watch because the health of Serge Ibaka might be a problem for the Clippers because Zubac, he gonna have his hands full with Gobert. He is. It is Carter what it is. Zubac gonna have his hands full. But if Serge Ibaka can play, and it's hard to say because you're talking about a backman. But if Serge Ibaka can play, you put Rudy Gobert in a very, very bad position. Because Rudy Gobert, he likes to defend the rim. But if Serge Ibaka's playing, guess what, Rudy Gobert? You need to step out there because Serge Ibaka can hit shots from the outside. Just letting you know that. But Zubac, he tries. He's not efficient at it. But Serge Ibaka is. So that's my concern when it comes to the Clippers because Serge Ibaka is not healthy. Which means Rudy Gobert can do what he does best, and that's defend the rim. This is Mike Conley. He's there today with a hamstring injury. That could be vital because Mike Conley versus Reggie Jackson and Rondo coming off the bench. Jordan Clarkson, the sixth man of the year, and Rajon Rondo off the bench, sixth man. I like that matchup. Who's taking the responsibility of guarding Donovan Mitchell? I need Paul George or Kawhi Leonard to take the responsibility of guarding Donovan Mitchell. I don't give a damn about Boy Donovan. I don't give a damn about your Eagles. I don't give a damn about O'Neal. Either Paul George or Kawhi Leonard needs to stop Donovan Mitchell. If they take on that challenge, I like the Clippers. But if they don't take on that challenge and they want to switch everything like they did with Luka Doncic, the Jazz will take this series with no problem. But Kawhi Leonard or Paul George, y'all need to converse with Tyronn Lue and say, look here, we ain't having the same game plan we did against Dallas. This game plan here is either one of us is sticking Donovan Mitchell, and when one of us is out the game, the other one's in there sticking Donovan Mitchell. We're going to make Donovan Mitchell's life hell in this series. We're going to make Donovan's life hell in this series. That's what Paul George and Kawhi Leonard need to talk to Tyronn Lue about. We are going to make Donovan Mitchell work hard as hell for every goddamn button. Don't put Reggie Jackson on him. Don't put Rajon Rondo on him. Don't put Terrence Mann on him. Because if you do that, he's going to make y'all look stupid. Memphis great. Memphis greatest defenders, Dillon Brooks. When Donovan Mitchell came back, Dillon Brooks had a hard damn time stopping this man. Don't get me wrong, Dillon Brooks got his. He got his numbers. But damn it, he fouled out two of them damn games sticking Donovan Mitchell. Because that boy, Spider Mitchell's a bad man. He's a bad man. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, answer the call. Show us in game 1 tomorrow night that you're going to answer the call. Damn it, Donovan Mitchell, if you're going to win, damn it, you're going to have to go through us. If you get by Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, damn it, the Utah Jazz deserve to win the damn series. They deserve to win the damn series. Because damn it, not even Paul George or Kawhi Leonard can stop Donovan Mitchell. If that's the case. But I don't think so. Paul George is a good defender. Kawhi Leonard is a great defender. So if Donovan Mitchell could get past both of them, the Utah Jazz deserve this series. But if he don't, you know why I got the Clippers going to the Western Conference Finals and then the NBA Finals. Just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, answer the call. Kawhi answered the call Sunday in Game 7. Kawhi Leonard made sure, even though Luka Doncic got 46, damn it, he worked for it. He had to work for it. That's what I like. I'm going to stick with the Clippers. I got the Clippers going all the way to the NBA Finals. I'm going to stick with the Clippers. Clippers in 7. Clippers in 7. I'm saying it. Clippers in 7. I'm taking the Clippers. All right. So there you go. That's what I got for you. It's playoff basketball. We are into the next round. It's the semifinals. Who's going to make it to their conference finals? That's what we here to look forward to. I'll be back Thursday to recap what took place from tonight into Wednesday, because Wednesday is nothing but game 2 of the Suns and Nuggets. So we're going to recap that and all the other games that took place today and tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all Thursday. Holla at your boy. Until next time. Woo! I hope you guys enjoyed that episode as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. So if you want to stay updated and know when new episodes of Hoop Salts come out, subscribe and follow to the podcast. You can do this on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Speaker.com, or any of your favorite platforms, including iTunes/Apple Podcasts. And for those of you who are listening on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, go ahead and drop a rate and review of the podcast to let us know how we're doing and how we can improve. And for those of you who want to see any other podcasts that we got going on, go ahead and subscribe to our website, theplaymakersblog.com, and you can see all the podcasts that we do. Until next time for Hoops Talk, it's your boy, the Playmaker down there, Silent, signing off.